What is going on, everyone? I am Ben Vahey, and with me is Jonathan Goehring. Today we will recap the Courage Bowl. What a game it was Saturday. Also, we will talk about Brockport women's soccer in action versus Fredonia and Buffalo State. But as we said, the Courage Bowl was the big thing in Brockport this weekend, so let's jump right into the action. The college at Brockport hosted St. John Fisher in the annual Courage Bowl benefiting Camp Good Days Saturday evening. This game was defensive throughout. First quarter, no score. Fisher quarterback Joshua Michaels is picked off by Matt Arita, and Arita takes it all the way back for the Brockport pick six. Brockport is now up early, 7-0. And the Brockport defense doesn't stop there. Matt Szymanski with the interception for the Golden Eagles, and then it would lead to this. Possession where Brockport cashes in. Joe Germinario with the pass to Rush Henrietta grad Joseph Ortiz for the touchdown. Brockport now up 14-0. And the Brockport lead continues to grow and grow from there. Second quarter now. Germinario finds Tyree Brown deep in the end zone to put the Golden Eagles upset 21-0. That doesn't seem to be enough for Brockport, as when Fisher punts it away, Brockport's Alex Benson runs it all the way back. Brockport takes the Courage Bowl, dominating St. John Fisher 49-7, the final. We spoke after the game with quarterback Joe Germinario and head coach Jason Mangoni.
It helps when you have the best defense in the country. Those guys are just phenomenal from top to bottom, and they did it again. We had another defensive touchdown. Arita's pick six really ignited us and got the offense going. So it's nice playing offense-minded defense like that.
Goal is to win every game, regardless of who we play. But this one is a little more special. This was a team that has run the East for a while, and in order to be good, you got to win the games against your backyard, and Fisher's our backyard. So it's a fun win.
So, John, what are your thoughts on the Courage Bowl? That's an intense game that Brockport played in.
Well, they continue to impress both sides of the ball, and I especially like in those highlights how you see the defensive plays setting up those offensive plays. The team is working together, and it's a really great thing to see for the Golden Eagles. What do you think?
Yeah, I can agree on that, John. I heard the defense here is one of the best in the country. They went all the way to the Final Four last year. Although they lost like the big beasts like Barrientos, they've stepped it up there. As you can see, they got Arita, who's coming strong. They got Cedric Campbell III, who had that big hit in homecoming. So this defense is unstoppable. I guarantee you this team's unstoppable. One thing we did not show in the highlights that I will mention is both Fisher quarterbacks were injured in the game. One of them was taken away by ambulance after he was smacked down by Szymanski, but our thoughts and prayers are with him. But that just goes to show you that no one can stop Matt Szymanski. He's one of the best out there. So
that's right.
Let's see what goes on. John?
Awesome. Now we shift from football to soccer. Brockport women's soccer, they were in action this weekend as well. The Brockport women's soccer team hosted Fredonia Friday afternoon. First half, Marissa Greiner with the shot on goal, Brockport up 1-0. Then it's Greiner again. After a Fredonia goal, she had not one but two goals in this game. Here's one from long range, Brockport up 2-1. But then the second half is all Fredonia. Abby Price scores and Brockport unable to come back. Price would have a hat trick in this one. Fredonia upsets Brockport 3-2, the final.
It was senior day for Brockport women's soccer on Saturday as they hosted Buffalo State. First half, 2 yellow cards against the Bengals give Brockport's Mariah Sarr a penalty kick, and she takes advantage and scores. Brockport up 1-0. Later in the half, Buffalo State rebounds. Emma Buttacalucci with the header goal, beating Kimberly Lubanski. Game now tied up 1-1. This game would stay that way throughout the second half, so we head to overtime. And in the second session of overtime, Krista Stapp finds senior Maddie Sinclair, who takes the shot high over the Buffalo State goalie. That's it. That's your game over. Brockport wins a thriller on senior day, 2-1, the final. Head coach Mike Idland and Sinclair shared their thoughts on this victory.
I couldn't have done it without the whole entire team. We brought our grit, and we brought compassion to the game, and we knew that we needed these 3 points for Sumiak, so we played a very good game.
That feels great. The team was fantastic. The fight was, what I was proudest of throughout the whole game. Buffalo State's a tough competitive team, always have been, and I thought we were able to handle that side of the game, the physical side throughout the match, kind of give as good as we got.
Pretty impressive so far for Brockport women's soccer. They're playing tight in SUNYAC play. Pretty close now, as they're going to be hitting the road pretty soon. But, John, what are your thoughts so far on that big win over Buffalo State this weekend?
Well, I just love how the soccer team is meshing. You see underclassmen, upperclassmen, they're all working together. You saw Stat, SAR, Finding Sinclair, and they've been just scoring a lot and really impressive on both ends of the field. And I know you are very invested in this team, so what are your thoughts so far?
I'm impressed with what I've seen so far. I've seen a lot of the new players, Anthony Levin-Scourget, scoring this year. Like I saw Brianna Siaka score her first career goal. I saw Brie Kovarik score her first career goal. I think Coach Idlin has a different change-off of putting everyone in the game as much as he can, though. I'm surprised to see that Molly Zintek hasn't scored a single goal yet this season, even though she was projected to have one of the best records because she had 4 last year. I'm surprised I haven't seen her score yet, but everyone's getting a chance. Like Sinclair, she's been on fire lately. This is her last year. Believe it or not, she's a 5th-year senior. She wasn't even supposed to be playing this year, and she got in because she had a red shirt a few years ago. That's very lucky they got Sinclair this one last moment. She showed big in that Buff State game there. So I got to credit Coach Idlin and his players. They're doing really well, and they got tougher competition heading up as they hit the road this weekend to head to New Paltz and then Oneonta because they got a long bus ride.
Difficult games for sure.
So we'll see how that goes as the season goes on, but they got one more game tomorrow this week as they host Missouri at Cordy.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes.
Awesome. Now we shift to high school football action, where the Brockport Blue Devils hosted the Hilton Cadets Friday. It was Brockport's homecoming, and the Cadets were looking to spoil it. First quarter, Brockport up 3-0. Quarterback Kyle Palka finds his way through the Hilton defense, brought down at the 3, and on the very next play, he takes it in himself, and the Blue Devils, they are up 9-0. After a missed extra point. Then it's all Nick Romano from there. He scores 4 touchdowns, and the Hilton Cadets spoil Brockport's homecoming 28-15.
Speaking of homecoming, we shift to St. John Fisher College for Gates Charli as they take on Canandaigua in a neutral site game. Right off the opening kickoff, we already got a touchdown. Traylon McCray runs it all the way back for a Spartans touchdown. They go up early, and they're going to go for a 2-point conversion. Will they get it? Let's find out. Look at McCray with his speedies. He's running all the way down there. But where's that 2-point conversion? Let's see if they get it. They do. Gates is up 8-0. And then it's Canandaigua's turn now. Brandon Shea takes the easy ball after that. Canandaigua now down by 1, 8-7. But the Braves would run away after that as they dominate Gates Charli 42-8. The final.
A lot of exciting high school football action this past weekend, as you saw. But coming up these next 2 weeks, the regular season comes to a close, and teams are battling for playoff positioning. So you definitely want to keep it right here at Talon Television as we bring you the highlights of these high school games.
Yeah, we will be around Section 5. But not only that, easy shift here. Football season coming to an end. Hockey season starting up this week. Both the Rochester Americans and RIT Tigers are going to have their home openers this weekend. So you have to stick to Talon throughout the year. We may be having coverage of them as well. So for all your action for them, and don't forget our Brockport Golden Eagles. We'll continue to cover them as well. Be sure to stay with Talon Television and follow us on all our social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Be sure to give us a follow. I'm Ben Vahey.
And I'm Jonathan Goehring.
Thanks so much for watching.